Good evening, everyone. So, welcome to Career Launcher. My name is Naveen, and today we will be looking at LRDI discussion grid-based set. Okay, as promised, I have brought with you before you LRDI questions, and we'll be looking at grid-based today. In the next upcoming sessions, we'll be looking at different types of sets. Okay, so let's begin. Let's look at what kind of set we are going to deal with. Okay. So this is the set. Please read and let me know if you are able to understand everything. If any doubt, please do let me know. So 3 boxes are kept in each of the 12 slots in 4x3, that is 4 rows and 3 columns grid. Every box has a certain number of candies. The minimum and the maximum number of candies among the 3 boxes excuse me, in each of the 12 slots are given in the following table. So if I look at this particular slot, 2, 6, this is the minimum number of candies and the maximum number of candies. And in the 2 boxes that we now know, the third box may have any number of candies. It may have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It may have any number of candies from there. Okay, so this gives us the range, the minimum and the maximum number of candies in 2 boxes, and the third box is a range. Please do remember that there are 3 boxes in each cell, as in there are going to be 3 numbers in each cell. It is known that the total number of candies kept in any column or any row is a multiple of 8. This is one hint. The next hint is, it is also known that the number of candies in the first column of the third row is odd, and the total number of candies kept in the 3 boxes in the second column of the third row is 8. Also in row 1 and column 2, there are even number of candies. So good evening, Abhishek. Yeah, hi, Sanatani. एक बार questions देख ले. Let's look at the questions first. Let's see what questions are asked from here. What is the total number of candies in the 3 boxes kept in the third column of the second row? So they are asking us exactly the number of candies at one of the places, right? Okay. Second, in how many slots is the number of candies in the 3 boxes 10 or more? Okay. So that would mean we need the exact, what shall I say, the number of candies in each of these slots. Okay, let's call them as cells. Third question says, what is the number of different possibilities for the arrangement of candies in the slots? As in, how many cases are going to be there? Option says 5 cases tak ho sakte hain, so we have to be careful. Fourth question says, in which row are the total number of candies for the 3 slots, 3 consecutive numbers? So we need to find out which row that is. Chalo, once we have understood the type of question, ab batao. How much time do you need? अभी ठीक है, अब एनिमेशन नहीं है. कितना टाइम चाहिए? शुरू करें? Okay. So the number of, so what we are going to do is we'll be like, let's count the number of candies in each of these slots. So if I look at row 1, column 1, minimum 2A, maximum 6A, and the middle one could be anything from 2 to 6. First row, second column, minimum is 2, maximum is 5, and the third will have anything from 2 to 5. Column 3, minimum is 2, maximum is 12, and one of them will have 2 to 12. Similarly, row 2, row 2, row 3, row 4, and we will have for each of the 3 columns, right? So let's arrange that. And then we will be using these 3 conditions to eliminate cases, to reduce the number of cases, okay? So row 1 may, we are going to have 2 candies for sure, 6 candies for sure, और इधर एक और number आएगा. In column 2, we will have 2 for sure, 5 for sure, and 1 more. Column 3, we will have 2 for sure and 12. Row 2, we will have 1 and 2. It's 1, 1 means all 3 of them are 1. We have 2 and then we have 4. We have 1 and then we have 3. We have 2 and then we have 3. We have 1 and then we have 5. We have 2 and then we have 3. We have 1 and then we have 6. And this is obviously 2 to 2. I hope no one has any doubt what I have done here. Each cell contains 3 packets, 3 boxes, and each box contains certain number of candies. So that's why we need to have 3 numbers for each of the 3 boxes, and those numbers denote the number of candies in those boxes. The box sequence is not important. Nothing of that is mentioned, neither in the question nor in the stem part of the set. Right? So, अब शुरू करते हैं. First point. It is known that the total number of candies kept in any column or any row is a multiple of 8. It's the number of candies. So it should be in the table of 8, 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 table of 8. Right? Now, which cell is already full? It's row 2, column 2, and row 4, column 3. Because of that cell is full, the row and the column will have no limited number of cases, right? Row 2 dekhte hain. As of now, the total number of candies that we have here is 3. Ye fix hai. Okay? Let's use another color. Let's use white. So this is 3. This is fixed. This is 6. This is fixed. So we have 3 here, and then we will have another 3 here. 6. 6 plus 6, 12. पर 8 का टेबल चाहिए. So 12 के बाद the next number in the table of 8 is 16. Right? So is it possible to have a 16? So for a 16, I can have a 1 here and a 3 here. Or I can have a 2 here and I can have a 2 here. After 16, the next possibility is going to be 24. We are at 12 already. In order to have 24, we need another 12, but we do not have enough number of candies accessible to us. So row 2, first column, we can have 1, 1, 2 number of candies, and accordingly, column 3 will have 2, 3, 4 number of candies. So we can see that there are 2 cases, right? तो मैं इसको ऐसे case बना देता हूँ. The 2 cases. So we had 1, 1, 2 is a possibility, or we can have 1, 2, 2. If we are going to have 1, 1, 2, then we will have 2, 3, 4 here. If it is 1, 2, 2, then we will have 2, 2, 4 here. Such that 4 plus 3 plus 12, sorry, 9. Right? 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 9 is 16, or 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 8 is 16. Okay. Next, what we can do is we can try the 4th row, the bottom one. For bottom one, we already have a 6 plus 7, that is 13. 13 plus 5 is 18. So we already are at 18. So the next possibility is that of 24, right? So क्या 24 possible है? If it is possible, then what are the cases or what are the things we need? Since we are already at 18 and we need a 24, so that would mean we need another 6. So for that, if I take a 2 here, so I need a 4 here. Okay. If I take a 3 here, so I will need another 3 here. Both are possible. After 24, the next number possible is 30. 30, we are already at 12. For 30, we need another 18, but we do not have those many number of candies, right? So in order to solve this, let's write the two cases. So we can have 2, 2, 3, or we can have 2, 3, 3. If we are going to have 2, 2, 3, this becomes 1, 4, 6. And if it is 2, 3, 3, it becomes 1, 3, 6. Please remember, these two cases are independent of row 2 ke two cases, because I did not use any logic, any number from row 2. Okay. Okay. Next, which row has least values or least range of values that we can take? It's row 3, because in row 1 we have 2 to 12. बहुत बड़ा range, right? So it will be preferable if we start with row 3. For row 3, we are already at 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 6, 15. So we need 16 for this to be in the table of 8. For 16, we would need one more, but we cannot have just one more. 0 to allowed here, right? So 16 is not possible. The next possibility is 24. So since we were already at 15, so we would need 9. Now for 9, 2, 3, 3 के इसके cases कम है ना? So let's say if this is 2, right? So this is going to give us 7 more. If 7 more is required, if I take 1, 6 is not there. If I take 2, we can have a 5 here. If I take 3, we can have a 4 here. We can't go beyond 3, right? Okay. Next is if I take a 3 here, so we would need a 6. So for 6, we can have 1 and 5 combo and as well as other. So we're going to get a lot of cases. So let's stop here. Let's take a pause. Let's read the next point. It is known that the number of candies in the first column of the third row is odd. So the total number of candies we are supposed to have here is odd. And the total number of candies kept in the 3 boxes in the second column of the third row is 8. So this is 8. That is no. So this will limit our total cases that we will write. If this is 8, right? So this is going to be 8 only when we are going to have a 2 here, right? Now, first column, third row, we are supposed to have odd number of candies overall here, out of which we already have 4. So can we say we can take 1 so that this is odd, 1 plus 1 plus 3 is 5, or we can take 1, 3, 3, which is 7. This is also odd. Okay. So we know that we can't take 2 here. So up check karte hain. We have got 4 plus 8, 12, 12 plus 6, 18. So we can make a 24. For 24, we would need a 6. So if I take a 1 here, I will have to take a 5 here. If I take a 3 here, I will have to take a 3 here as well. Says that 1 plus 1 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 8 is 13. 13 plus 1 plus 5 plus 5 is 11. Plus 13, 24. Or 1, 3, 3 is 7. Plus 8, 15. Plus 1 plus 3 plus 5 is 9. Right? So 15 plus 9 is 24. So 2 cases again. So we will have 1, 1, 3 and 1, 3, 1. 1, 1, 3 and 1, 3, 3. 2 cases. Here we will have 155 or 135. 155 or 135 accordingly. Now beyond 24, if you go to the next number, which is in a multiple of 8, which is 32, we would need extra 8 from whatever we already have. वो possible नहीं है. Okay. Anyone, any doubts so far? Let me see the chat. When we see this can produce more than 3-4 cases, is it ready to continue with the stated first lap in the exam, sir? No, Timothy, definitely no. If you come across such a set where you think that it's going to contain more than 2 cases, you should definitely not attempt it at the first go. You should keep it for round 2. As in pehले round mein, if you don't get any easier one, you will have to go after this, right? Column 2, row 3, it will be 3. Column 2, row 3. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this will be 3. Sorry. 8 है ना? 2, 3, 3. Anyways, I was adding 8. I was not adding 2, 3, 3. ये done है. Now, I have got only row 1 left. Entire thing is vacant. Okay. Let's read the third point. And then we will have the vertically also we have to check a multiple of 8, as well as horizontally also we'll have to check a multiple of 8. Row 1 and column 2, there are even number of candies. Row 1, column 2, we are supposed to have even number of candies. So we already have 7. So I can't take a 2. So we can take a 3. So that this is 10. Or I can take a 5. So that this is 12. Right? Okay. Suppose if I take 2, 3, 5, which is 10. So I have a 10. Let's look at column 2 ka sum. 10 plus 3, 13. 13 plus 8, 21. 21 plus 1, 4, 6, 11. 21 plus 11? 32. So if I take 2, 3, 5, I will have to take 1, 4, 6. Okay. What if I take 1, 3, 6? This is 10, right? It will be 31. So that will not work. So if I take 2, 3, 5, I will have to take 1, 4, 6 here. Or koi chara nahi hai. Okay, what if I take 2, 5, 5? If I take 2, 5, 5, this is 12. 12 plus 3 plus 8 is 23. 23 plus 10, 33. And 23 plus 11, this is going to be 34. So can we say this 1, 4, 6 is not possible? I will have to take 2, 3, 5 only, because 2, 5, 5 is not giving me in column 2 a multiple of 8. I'm either getting 34 or I'm getting 33, right? So this forces us कि इधर को 2, 3, 5 ही हो सकता है. And since this is going to be 2, 3, 5 and 2, 3, 5 is only going to make a multiple of 8 with 1, 4, 6, we can eliminate 1, 3, 6. Let's write down the values. This is 11 and this is 10. 10 plus 3 plus 8 plus 11, this is 32. Okay. Next, there got 2 से 12 last attempt करेंगे, because the range is so huge, we may be getting maybe a lot of cases, right? So it's preferable कि हम लोग simpler करते. Column 1 now. Column 1, we have cases. So we have got 4 or 5 here. We have got 5 or 7 here. We have got 7 or 8 here. Okay. This is going to be 8 plus something, right? So if I take the cases 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7 is 9 plus 7. 16. 16 plus 8, 24. नहीं possible है. 4, 5, 7 का combo is not possible. काम करें. The minimum sum we can have is 2 to 6, that is 10. And the maximum sum that we can have over here is, if I take 266, which is going to be 14. So 10 to 14, we can have any sum of candies in the first row, first column. Now let's try this. If we take 10 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7, 12 plus 14. No, it's not in the table of 8. Okay, what if I take 4, 7, 8 or 4, 5, 8? This is 17. 17 plus 10 will not give us anything. 17 plus 14 will also not give us a number, which is in the table of 8. I hope you guys are able to follow. I have taken 4, 5, 7 and then 10 to 14. The minimum sum possible is 26 and the maximum sum possible is 30. There is no number in the table of 8 here. Now what I have done is I have changed 7 to 8, the other possibility, and ऊपर में 10 to 14 ही रख रहा हूँ. So this gives me एक ज़्यादा हो गया ना, 7 becomes 8, so it becomes 27 to 31. This is also not possible, right? Okay, so we can see that 4-5 combo we can't take simultaneously, right? Okay, now what if I, instead of 5, if I take 7, 4, 7, 7, 10 and 14. Let's write it above. What if I take 4, 7, 7 and then 10 to 14? So this is going to give us 18 plus 10, 28, and then 4 more, which is 32. 32 is in the table of 8. Okay, what if I take 4, 7 and 8 and 10 to 14? So obviously we can see we have increased it by 1. So 29 to 33, this is also possible. So can we say from here that 7 to एक permissible value hai, right? 5 was not possible. But it's not only that value, it's related to 4 also. So we'll have to change that. Now, instead of 4, let's put 5 and check. If I check 5 and if I take 5 and 7 and then 10 to 14, so this is going to give me 27. And if I take 14, this will take me 31. 5, 5, 7 nahi ho raha. What about 5, 5, 8? 5, 5, 8 and 10 to 14 will take me to hold on. We just completed one end, no? लंबा जा रहा है, मेरे को लग रहा है कुछ मिस कर गया. We just completed one end, no? Can we look at row 4? क्योंकि वो तो 24 ही होना है. So we can save time. You don't have to check this. Yeah, this will automatically come in. If you look at row 4 now, we have 11 here, we have 6 here. So we are already at 17. We need a 7. So this has to be 2 to 3 only. Sorry, I just saw कि इसके दो values तो complete हो चुके हैं. Sorry, this is 7. Could have saved a lot of time. Okay, which one? ये 7 ही होगा. So limited number of cases. The thing that I was checking with 8, I don't have to anymore. I have to only check with 7. So 10 to 14, 4, 5, 7. The sum is going to be 26 to 30. There is no multiple of 8. Okay, 4, 5, 7 done. 4, 7, 7 and 10 to 14. 10 to 14, 4, 7, 7. This sum is going to be 28 to 32. There is a multiple of it. So 477 is a possibility. Okay, 457, 477. Now, next, 557. So 17 plus 10, 27, plus 4, 31. None. Okay, what if I now take 577 and upper mein 10 to 14? So this is going to give us 29 to 33. So this is also a possibility. So we are going to have two cases, either 477 or 577, which means row 3 mein 7 ही होगा. We can't have a 5 because every time in row 3 we had a 5, it was not a multiple of 8. So this becomes 7. So 133 is only acceptable value. So this is going to give us a 7. Okay. Let's look at row 3 now. In row 3, 3 out of 2 cells we have already filled, which is 15. So we need a 9, right? 7 plus 8, 15. We need a 9. 9 chahiye tha, na? Why did I write 154? It should be 155. This is 9, 135. Okay. So this is done. Okay. Next is we need 10 to 14. Cases to hai. Cases to hai. Chalo. 112. 112. This will give us a 4. This will give us a 5. This is 9 and 8. 4 plus 3 plus 9 or 5 plus 3 plus 8. Both are possible. Let's look at column 3 now. What 12 jana hi padega. So if I take 9, 9 and 6, this is already 24. And if I take 8, 9 and 6, this is 23. And we know that from column 3, we already have 14. If I take 2, it's going to be minimum 16. And if I take 12, 2, 12, 12. So that is going to give us 26. So 16 to 26, anything can come from first row, third column. So if you are at 24, 16 aa sakta hai. 24 can also come. If you are at 23, we can have 23 plus 17. That will also give us a multiple of 8. 49, 48 bhi aa sakta. Both are possible. So unfortunately, we will have to now do this. 2 and 6. Okay, so we are at 14. 14 plus 4 is 18, or 14 plus 5 is 19. If we need a 24, so that would mean we would need a 6. Not possible, right? Because we already have an 8. So 32 bana sakte hain. So if it is 112, as in this is 4, so we would need a total of 14, out of which 8 is already there. So we would need a 6. So 266 for this. 14 plus 4, 18. 18 plus 14, 32. So we can form 32 here. Okay. Next, if I take a 5, so in that case, if there is an increase here, I will have to decrease it by 1. And decreasing it by 1, I can't decrease 2 or 6, the first and the last. I can only decrease the middle value 6. So we will end up having 2, 5, 6. Okay. Let's look at row 1 now. 14 plus 10 is 24 and 13 plus 10 is 23. 24 पे तो काम करेगा नहीं. And we know that column 3 is going to give us, this is कितना आया था, 14 plus 2 16 to 26. Vertically 18 plus 6 24 or 23. So we have the same set of values in row 1 and column 3. Row 1 and column 3, I don't think we have anything else. Naina. Okay. (16 to 26, 24). The only multiple of 8. This is already a multiple of 8. The only multiple of 8 possible is 16. And if I take 23, the only multiple of 8 that is possible is 17. So we will have to make a 16 or 17 here. 16 when the sum is 24 and 17 when the sum is 23 vertically in the column 3, and same for row 1. (16) के लिए we will need 2 to 12, and for 17 we need 2, 3 and 12. So we will end up having 16 or 17. That means the overall sum is going to be 40 here and 40. 14 plus 10 plus 16 or 13 plus 10 plus 17. Vertically in column 3, 16 plus 9 plus 9 plus 6 or 17 plus 8 plus 9 plus 6. How many cases are happening? 2 cases are possible. That's it. There are not more than 2. The first case is when we will take 266, 235, 2212, right? The bottom one will automatically take 112. This is fixed, 111. The next one is 234. The next is 133. Next is 233. Next is 135. Then we have 223. We have 146. And then we will have 222. So this is one case. Second possibility is if we take 256 instead of 266. So 256, 235. If I take 256, I will have to take 2312 there. If I take 256, I'll have to take 122 as the bottom one. Then this is 111. And then we will have 224. This is 133, 233, 135, 223, 146, 222. This is the second case. एक बार verify कर ले. Sum, is it turning out to be a multiple of 8 or not? And is the middle value within the range? So 6 is between 2 and 6, 3 is between this, 2, 3, 1, 1, 3, So everything is perfect. First case scenario. Second scenario also everything is perfect. Sum. So this is 14 plus 10, 24. 24 plus 16, 40. Perfect. Second row, 4 plus 3, 7. 7 plus 9, 16. Perfect. 7, 7 plus 8, 15. 15 plus 9, 24. Then we will have 7 plus 11, 18. 18 plus 7 plus 11, 18. 18 plus 6, 24. ठीक है. I was like 24 नहीं आ रहा. Okay, column wise, automatically it will add up, right? Next case, we have this as 40, 5, 8, 10, 16. Next वाला तो वही है, last वाला भी वही है, so उसको verify करने की जरूरत नहीं है. 13 will be 477 and 14 will be 477. हाँ, Timothy. I hope whatever you were saying, I have taken care of that. You wrote 477. India, please keep your DM open on YT. We will get in touch with you. Let's look at the questions. What is the total number of candies in the 3 boxes kept in the third column of the second row? Third column of the second row. Third column of the second row. Can we say it cannot be determined? It's either 2, 3, 4 or 2 to 4. As in, it can be either 9 or it can be 8. Right? One second. The animation. Okay. Next, in how many slots is the number of candies in the 3 boxes? 10 or more. So we're talking about slots, not individual boxes. So we can see this is 14 or 13, 1, 10, another, 16, 17, third, 4, 5, 9, 3, 9, 8, 11. So there are 4 boxes, or there are 4 cells or 4 places where the total number of candies is 10 or more, right? 4. What is the number of different possibilities for the arrangement of candies in the slots? Exactly 2. In which row are the total number of candies for the 3 slots, 3 consecutive numbers, row wise? In the slots, not in the boxes. 7, 8, 9 row 3 में दिख रहा है और कहीं नहीं है. So row 3. Right? So India Gar, can you share your contact number? We'll get in touch with you. Go ahead. Do you guys have any doubts? Any question? Of course, this was not an easy set. फिर easy set करूँगा तो क्या सीखोगे? Right? Similar set has come in CAT before. Those were also related to similar thing, candies, marbles. You were given the least and the largest, but it was not this complicated. It was a little easier. या फिर यही वाला था क्या? There was one set, definitely, that I remember. Okay. Any query? Any doubt? You guys have a minute. Anyone? No? ठीक है. Chalo. So that's all for today. Please make sure that you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And any of your peers who is also preparing for CAT or any competitive MBA competitive exam for this year, share with them so that they also get benefited. I'll see you again with another session on either QA or LRDI. Okay. Until then, take care. Bye.